welcome to another video in a community that believes weird is wonderful and filming in your bedroom is real and magic is real. And welcome to, as you can tell, a vlog where today we're going to be talking about what we're actually doing in this bedroom, which is a little bit of a haunted mansion vibe. Let's get started. Lumos. That is right. We are in my bedroom, and this bedroom is about to change quite drastically.
Pause, cause this chick, I have good intentions. And it was my intention to walk you through the plan for this space, the ideas, the what's, the where's, the how's, the who's. Actually, there are some who's. In this whole thing, I wanted to give you all the details. And if you know me by now, it went on and on and on. And I do not think you were here for that. I think you're here for the stuff and the spookiness. But I do want to show you the before, and this is my bedroom before. If you are new to this channel, you might not even call it a bedroom, and that's fair because it is literally two mattresses, one stacked on top of each other, a random assortment of plushes and blankets, and it's just been this way for a long time. An end table that one might call, I don't know, a place to actually eat your dinner off of, not an end table, or a nightstand, I should say, and an abundance of stuff that I need to actually put away, but that's it. That is all this room is. So I felt like it was important to show the before. Let me also show you my little helper because I couldn't do this alone.
Why are we climbing in that box, ma'am? Don't be doing that. You have injured yourself. Can we not do that? Thank you. You be good. Hi. Come here. Hi. You're so good. How about we just cut to the daggone chase and I show you my haunted mansion bedroom because she is done, my friends, okay? The things came in and I just had to do the thing, and it's been a blast. It has been a number of weeks. I am the most excited for this than I have for anything else. We've accomplished more than I thought. Many, many thanks to you all. Thank you. And there's more to come and we'll talk about it, but let me now show you my haunted mansion bedroom and bathroom.
For a silly spook, make it by your side.
I've got my jack-o'-lantern purse from Spirit Halloween. A nice little welcome of what you're getting into, historical site haunted house sign, and then a little spider on top. Let's go inside. So we walk in, bathroom is here. We will come to the bathroom, but you're going to get smacked in the face with a very special friend over here, OMG. But on the left, we have a little haunted house sign, picture. I wanted it to feel like you know what you're getting into. So I also wanted the color palette to go well together. So we have a little spooky haunted house there, the gate and all, and a black frame. And then we walk in. We have a very special friend over here. I will introduce you to him in a second, but let me actually show you my haunted mansion themed bedroom. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Typically there's a cat there, but here it is. So we have a haunted mansion inspired bedroom. And let me tell you, there's so many different ways and takes to doing a haunted mansion theme, a whatever, name your theme. And if you know me by now, I don't really do all of the licensed things everywhere all at once. I want something that feels like I'm maybe there, but with my own take. So this is my own take. The bed is where it's at. Okay. So as you recall, I had nothing here. I had 2 mattresses stacked on top of each other and 3 canvas prints of different animals that I have had for years. This is all new to me. This is a complete change of space. So we got a new bed frame. You would have seen that. And I love it. I wanted something, the thing that I really wanted, I couldn't afford, but honestly, I wouldn't change it. I could afford this a lot more. And it really gives me like Doom Buggy vibes from the frame of the bed, the fact that it has like a little sled end to it, to the actual silver rivets, to the angled bits. We'll go to the beginning of the bed, but I am obsessed. And then the velvet, it being like a crushed velvet, just really feels very luxurious and like it would be in a haunted mansion. So here are those rivets, and then kind of hanging off the edge is that haunted mansion purple, like damask print, although it's not a print, this one's actually woven throw. It's so pretty. I didn't want to actually lay it out because it is the kind that my cats would tear up, okay? So it's just dangling over the edge, but I wanted to pull purple in. You'll notice we use a lot of purple and blue and gray. And then on top, all new, just all new, everything from the actual like duvet itself to the duvet cover. Oh my God, it is so luxurious. I have the Haunted Mansion weighted blanket. If you are a member, you would have seen a little bit of a tease of that. It is my favorite piece, probably outside of that candle, but I really, really love it. It's the perfect amount of weight, but it's also this nice crushed velvet. It's a pretty blue gray. It's folded right now, but it does fit exactly the amount that I would need it to fit. And it gives, like, when you're doing black, and this is just my take, and bear with me because I'm just using natural light. When you're doing black, for me, I like to do nuances of other shades of black or pull in gray or do different textures. It gives things like depth. And especially being a bedroom, I wanted it to still feel cozy. And yes, you could be cozy and be in a very dark vibe. For me, I can. And like I said, we will get to this gentleman over here in a second because I have an animatronic in my bedroom, okay? We will talk about it. But here is the bed. So I have underneath it is like a folded velvet comforter that is from Killstar, this black one. Wanted to kind of layer and also just have layers so I could take them away or add them to it. And then the striped bed. So I just didn't want to do all black. I wanted something that helped everything else just pop. So I went with this like gray, black and gray. It's reading white, but it's actually gray striped bedding set. It is just the duvet cover and the pillows. And then underneath I have a like satin. I wanted to bring in that luxurious vibe. We have a little satin sheet and then black satin pillows in the back, pillowcases. And then these are the matching pillows. And then I get to pull in the purple throw that I have here with those gorgeous purple damask pillows. I feel like we have lost the structure here a little bit. Okay, I did make the bed for you all. And honestly, this makes me want to make my bed. So these are the purple damask pillowcases that we got from Michael's. I have the black ones. You would have seen those on the couch in the other decor video. And then this sucker I've had for at least a year. They glow in the dark and it felt so fitting for a haunted mansion vibe to have like just eyes looking at you, you know what I mean? And then the ghosties. Can we talk about the ghosties? You will see a few ghosties because there is more going on over here. I'm so excited to show you. But in the haunted mansion, and if you aren't familiar, when I'm talking about haunted mansion, I'm talking about the ride itself at Disney. And for me, I'm honing in Disneyland specifically, especially as we get to the bathroom, but even a little bit in here. So there are these little ghosts and the way they kind of come out. I don't know. This one felt really fitting. I already had it and I just put it there like popping out of the bed and it just, I love it. I've wanted to be able to pull in a sheet ghost vibe and this is finally the space where I get to do that. So yeah, so there is that. So we have nice like layers and dimension and all the things. And to me, this feels very Haunted Mansion-esque. Then we have the actual bed frame. So this is what I meant by like, I just jammed my toe. This is what I meant by like Doom Buggy vibes. I like that it kind of comes out right here. And then I did add this garland. I wasn't sure if I would like it, but I really, really do. Just a little bit of a garland. You also notice some lights in the background. We can tell that lady over there to change it at any moment. We won't mention her name, but I like that I have kind of control over that. And I wanted a lot of lighting going on. You'll also notice this projector here. I will show you an in the dark version of this. And then we have my little raven. You want to say hi? Oh, that's all you got to say? There we go. Had to. This is the shoulder plush. It's going to crow at me, aren't you? I have learned that is a crow sound, by the way, not a raven sound. So it's technically crow. Yeah, so cute. So just setting there, but that's the shoulder plush I got from Disney. Let's now move over here. So for those of you that don't know, I have a giant window. I don't want to reveal too much about where I live, but I was contemplating this bed being over here, and I'm really glad I stuck with it being here because one of my favorite things is to be able to see the trees. We are surrounded by sequoia trees. I think I can give you a little bit of a glimpse. They are just all over the place, and I'm so glad that we are surrounded by nature. And then on this side, so we have end tables on either side. I originally bought just one, and then since deciding to put the bed here, it really needed two. And I am obsessed with these end tables. I will link side tables. I forget what they're called. Okay. I have been living off of a mattress on top of a mattress, and that is it. This is the upgrade of upgrades, my friends. Okay. These suckers were like $650, but they were on sale for $250. So I was really, really glad I was able to snag two of them. They're gorgeous. I love that we're pulling in gold and silver, or I guess maybe this is more of a bronzy color. All the metals. We're just pulling in all the metals. But love this. Not to mention, I'm getting so much more storage in this room. I will show you more, but it has 3 drawers. Like I said, I'll link it down below. And then on this side, so we have a little bit of a soiree, like portrait painting, if you will, up there in a little like ghostly frame. I did get the frames off of Amazon, and I went after some prints. Mind the windows there. There we are. Some dancing ghosts, a little candelabra, and just that same color palette as the rest. I hope you're getting it. And then down below, so this is the side that I reach over to the most. I have all of those Haunted Mansion books that I picked up. I have them by my bedside, not just because it's a Haunted Mansion room, but because I want to read them next. A little purple pumpkin on top. I really wanted to intersperse the purple and the blues. And then over here, oh, this lamp. I love this lamp. I got this, I think, off Amazon, pretty sure. And we really wanted a lamp that felt like it suited the style of particularly the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland, which is a very New Orleans kind of style. It does range a couple centuries, so you can really throw out almost anything as far as their storyline in here, but we wanted to lean into the New Orleans vibe, but also the, I don't know, just very Victorian-esque. Just feels like it would fit in a Haunted Mansion, and it pulls in different blues. I love it. I love the leaves there. Then we have this guy. I don't think you're seeing him all that well. There he is, my little mummy guy I got from Spirit Halloween. He was just a little treat. I knew he'd go in here. He makes me so happy. I forget his name. It's the only thing in here that says Haunted Mansion, but he just lives right on the side. And then, OMG, this is one of the last things. I'm not going to touch it, but this is the bat. And this is the bat kind of stanchion that if you know Haunted Mansion, you know. It is one of the best pieces in that whole ride, in my opinion. And these, at least this top right here, is from Spirit Halloween. So it's kind of this like aged look. And then my husband ordered a candlestick holder, kind of trying to find one that would fit the bottom kind of ball area of it. And then did a little bit of a paint job on top of it to make it match with the rest, and went with a thinner pole so that it really stands out and also fits proportionately, kind of similar to the ones that you'd see that are actual stanchions. And then we took the chain off. I am obsessed. I wasn't sure if I wanted them here, and he put them there, and I don't want to touch them. And honestly, I love it. And that's going to be one of the more obvious, like, haunted mansion-y things. You'll see it on the other side, but that is the one, like, nightstand and table. I'm calling it all the things right now. Let's now pan over here, because my friends, we have a whole heck of a lot going on over here. I have a gigantic mirror. OMG. Downside, I now have to see myself all the time. And if you know, you know, it's not my most favorite thing to be looking at myself in the mirror, but it's also nice to do, like, you know, not that I would do makeup, but it's just, you have to have a mirror in a haunted mansion. You just have to, and it has to be a standout piece. And OMG, okay, she stands out. She stands out real good, okay? But 1 second, let's go over to this nightstand here. Oh my God, you guys, there's so much juicy, spooky goodness going on. So we have the other nightstand over here. We have this keep out sign that is from Michael's. It felt very fitting. I know the blockiness doesn't really read that kind of era, but it is what it is. Little night terror candle. I have been working from home. I mean, if you don't know, I work from home. I might do a video kind of talking about that. With a certain number of days, it's not a lot, maybe 3 to 4 in a month that I go in on site. But I have been spending so many of my days sat right over here working from my work laptop with her on the end there. Like, I can't even leave the space. I love it so much. But back to over here. So the other thing we have those glass pumpkins. This is the one with some string lights. I need to kind of like sort that out, but all glass. Love the height over there. And then we have this one, which looks more purpley, like in person when it's not lit up. But I like the blue that it's giving off. We have the bride. This is the plush that my husband got me for our 20th anniversary. I did not mention that, but on September 2nd, we hit 20 freaking years married, okay? And hopefully I do not become this bride, okay? If you know the backstory in there, it is not my plan. I love the guy too much, but he got me this bride plush, so I have her just sitting next to the pumpkin there. And then behind it, these books I almost put on my bookshelf, but they felt more fitting here. It is a collection of like horror, haunted kind of stories. And what I love the most, I'm going to move that sign about it, is it has this like engraved almost like haunted house graveyard vibe. I feel like it's somewhere in the range of $40 to $50 on Amazon right now. But I love it. We've got the Brothers Grimm, Classic Horror Tales, Dracula, Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Frankenstein, and the selected works of Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite authors, and I just love the whole silhouette. It also goes from like a light gray to basically a really deep gray, kind of black color. Let's put that back there. And then we have our other bat stanchion. I feel like you can see, obviously it's lost the stanchion because we put it on a candelabra, and I will link down a candlestick holder. I will link that for anybody, and the patina paint that he used. I'll link that as well. So if you do want to duplicate, you can. And here is that bat. So cute. And then we have another print over here. I don't know if you can tell. You could pick up the lighting over there. I love it. I'm surprised this guy has not gone off, but this is a graveyard print right there. Are we getting all the vibes? We have gravestones. It's easier for me to see. We're getting a lot of reflection, but we have a little moon. And then this frame is also from Amazon. A lot of things were from Amazon. And then over here, okay, let's back it up right now. Basically, we ordered a few pieces. It was just going to be the bed and a nightstand. And you guys came freaking through. I don't think you realize how grateful I am to all of you who have supported me on Mercari. I've said it in a previous video, but absolutely none of this would have been possible. There was a comment recently that said, "You must have money." My friends, we all have money. I don't make a lot. It is my income only as of this current moment. We cut bills like nobody's business. I don't have a car. I don't pay for any of that. I'm not going to go on a whole ramble. This is about my decor, but this was made possible by you without a shadow of a doubt. So thank you so much. It was literally just going to be the bed. I'm not going to cry. It was literally just going to be the bed and a nightstand. And then as you all bought from me, some of you, maybe you do or don't watch this channel. Regardless, those of you that supported me over there, I was able to then get another nightstand. And then I was like, okay, I think we have enough that I can now get this sucker. You've made a girl's dream come true. Look at this freaking, what is this, a dresser? I haven't had a dresser in years. Have I ever had a dresser? I don't know. My husband would need to correct me, but I have a dresser and it's gorgeous. Here is my dresser. And I do not think I can capture on camera just how glorious this mirror is and how freaking big this dresser is. Here is the whole dresser, and I have put nothing in this thing. I am so excited to sort out my clothes because it's going to mean opening up space in this closet. It's so many things. We'll talk at the end about more that I want to do in this room, but I have too much to show you. So this dresser, completely separate from that one, or that nightstand, but it pairs so well with it. Let me just give you a glimpse of like the drawers here. This is like high quality stuff, okay? It wasn't cheap. I did get it on sale, but still, I saved a pretty penny. So it's got, oh, excuse me, geez. All right, we're really in there. Oh, we have to anchor it. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Okay. Little velvety business going on in here. So there's like 3 drawers on the top. Let me just put that back together. Clearly, I've not filled this in yet. It's been too much just getting stuff together. And it really locks into place, but I love the handles. They're so pretty. I love the wood grain. Actual hard wood. I'm here for it. OMG. Let me even show you, like, I just love the sides right here. Oh, they're so pretty. Is that not giving a Haunted Mansion vibe? I love it. And even the little like feet down here. I'm so here for it. Okay, but now for the top. I got to explore all the sheet ghosty vibes my little heart desired. And let me tell you, I desired them. I have been seeing sheet ghosts like all over the place and I've wanted them for a long time, but they don't really fit into the rest of my house. So they fit in here. Mind my reflection, but we have a little sheet ghost here. So I have 2. I have one individual one right here. It is lit up. I will show you this at night, but it's so cool. Got a little pumpkin. This is the fabric-y one, the purple one right there. And some candlesticks, loads of candles. And then I have a little bouquet back here. And then we are beginning. This is the beginning, okay, of a little wall kind of collage going on right here. And this might not stay this way. We may end up getting something. I'm thinking maybe a faux tree. I'm not sure. That'll go here and then we'll just shift it. It's fine. But I wanted to get these suckers up because these are probably the most haunted mansion outside of the bat stanchions are these frames right here. That guy. This guy was from like TJ Maxx, I think, but it just felt like it fit. Master Gracie right there. And then are we getting the skeleton version? There he is. So cool. And this piece may be one of my favorite, the trio of bats. Oh my God, from Killstar. I love it. And then on the top, I added, look at this mirror right now. Look at this freaking mirror. So I added this kind of wispy, glittery business. I'm obsessed. I also love that the mirror gives like more space to the room and just opens it up. It's what mirrors do. And then I have this happy hauntings sign. Trying to kind of hide the blockiness of it with the candles, but I like the color palette. I have leaves and branchy business in the back. Got some purple lights going on there. So just something here to still like leave room if I need it. And then we have pumpkins here, sheet ghosts, and then I have a couple books. So we have my Haunted Mansion journal. That was from Disney, also an anniversary gift. And then this Edgar Allan Poe book, because I felt like, considering the time frame, or really big span of time frame that the Haunted Mansion is sort of taking place, Edgar Allan Poe is an author that would exist on the shelves in the Haunted Mansion. So when I saw that at Michael's, I actually thought it was really great quality. It is a book box. And I just felt like the design of it and everything looked really, really good. And there's the top. And then if I want to put little trinkets, it's not that hard to just take the book off and put that there. I still want everything to be very usable. And I put a little spider there. And then here's my little family of sheet ghosts. How freaking cute are they? They do light up if you can tell. And then we pan over here and you can see that little kind of welcome Haunted Mansion portrait right there. Portrait? I don't know. And then I took advantage of the mannequin that we bought, that this was supposed to be a Gryffindor room. And honestly, I'm really, really glad I ditched that idea because this is so more me. And I turned it into just like, I don't know, we might do like the bride at some point and put her in here, but I put this is a dress I got from Spirit Halloween and I've worn it a number of times with the really wide sleeves, put the little ghosty cardigan on. And then this other item that he got me, if you didn't see that video, that was also for my anniversary, also a top Haunted Mansion item. Love it. It is that bag, that kind of tote bag. Love that so much. And then up above, this was one of the last things we put in. We have this little kind of hanging planter. So it's one of the first things I got. It's that crow planter. I might change out the plants. I'm not sure I'm loving it, but I love the little planter and I just wanted it to kind of stand out. So we got that little leafy metal hook right there. I wanted something protruding a little bit more so there's more space for that crow to be against or away from the wall. I love it. And we have our knight over here, our headless knight. I love him. I will introduce you in a second. I know you have been dying to meet him. But we added this garland up here to sort of drape. And this one actually can stay draped. If you watch the other video, you'll know, because it is sort of protruding out. I can open it no problem. So I really like that. And then I found a spot. This was actually my husband's idea to put this here, the Home Sweet Haunted Home sign. It also pulls in the purples. I love it. I get to see it when I'm on my bed. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, this guy right here. He's my new friend. I mean, I think most people might find it a little creepy to be laying in bed and there's a like 6-foot knight dude just in the corner lurking. Not me. No, I feel comforted. Okay. This is also another piece I didn't think we'd be able to pull off this year because it's not a cheap piece. I think it's like $350 from, and I'll link it down below, but this is the knight from the Haunted Mansion and it's the animatronic and it's my first ever. I wanted to do like a whole unboxing, but I just had to like get right into it. And he's pretty easy to put together too, but we did one very, very minor like modification to him. But my friend, do you want to say a little something? Hold on, let me read. I love him so much. I love him so hard. He's so good and he is massive, this guy. And I was contemplating. So first things first, there was a cord that kind of comes out. We actually finagled that, when I say we, my husband did, finagled that cord to go down his leg so you're not seeing it in the back. We will do something where we're covering up the actual stand that holds him, but just ignore that for now, okay? He is amazing. Like this is the most haunted mansion-y haunted mansion of all the things in this room. And that, my friends, is basically a wrap on the Haunted Mansion bedroom. Let's now just back it up a little bit. And I'm going to take you into the Haunted Mansion bathroom, which we were able to do so much more than I anticipated doing. Let me show you. All right, let's walk in. I have so many things to say. Okay, here's my bathroom. Let me just give you a little pan of the whole thing. I'm dying, you guys. I'm dying. Sorry if the lights are a little bit much. It is the most challenging room to film. I'll tell you what, wow, that candle, she is really just, that is quite the flame. And then we have this bit over here. I have so much to show you. Let's back it up right here. First off, I love a good like wall collage. So we'll show you that in a hot second. And that is just the beginnings. But two things. So this is all year round. This is all year round. Haunted Mansion is just staying this way. Okay. We're only going to be adding to it. So we have a little bit of like creepy cloth going on, and then we've layered a few different things. So we have this kind of like, I don't know how you want to describe that plant. But this one, basically, the light's kind of ruining it. Here's what it looks like right there. We have a few, and I don't know, maybe you're wondering what we're doing there, but like I said, our favorite haunted mansion is Disneyland, and that would be the New Orleans, like inspired, well, not inspired, like house. And those plants, I don't remember what it was called. We literally Googled to see what kind of plants when I was at Michael's and was trying to find one would be found in the New Orleans area. So that is why we chose those. Got to go for the in-world vibes. You know what I'm saying? And then here is our wall collage. I also love that you can see the door when it's open there. So a couple of these things, this one right here, this little skull frame, and then the, sorry to pan so fast, the skull frame at the top. I already had those from Joanne. We just did a little different and spaced it out and added other things, obviously. So this one is from Michael's. We already have a soiree situation. I think I like this one more personally. But yeah, it fits in here. I love the little frame. It's really, really pretty. Beware of witch, because as you know, Madame Leota says,
wizards and witches, goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween.
they all exist. So the witch sort of reference fits in still to a Haunted Mansion vibe. As you could tell, I really try to go very in-world. So then in this corner, I'll also add my toothbrush is going to go over here. I just don't have it out right now. I have to live here. Okay. But I have this sort of art cathedral lantern that I got from Michael's. It is the large one. And this candle, you would have seen this candle. It came in a set of 3 from the other video. I love it so hard. Color changing. We showed all the things in that video, but it fits perfectly in here. I have an actual candle going on right here. And these suckers, they're like a little like chicken foot, I'm gonna say, some kind of bird. And it's cast iron. My husband found these on Amazon and ordered them, and it has a little like kind of handle right there. I'm trying to be gentle because this is not an LED candle. I will not leave this lit when I'm not in this room, I promise you. Also have a candle here. I didn't want to do too many candles because this is a shower. It's not a bathtub. And I have like room, you know what I mean? Anyway, I have this piece I got from Michael's. It's just a glass piece. I got to figure out what I want to put in there. And then our coming for a spell sign. We've had, out in this bathroom for years now. No, probably at least a year. I don't know. How long have we been doing this? And again, with the witchiness, it fits in. So we have that. My little soap dispenser. I feel like the green fits in nicely. And then this, which you would have seen in the kitchen area, I wanted to pull the purples in. So you'll see this purpley flower. I love it. Please, Michael's, bring it back. I love it so much. I want more of them. And then I have little fairy lights. These are just battery powered, so I just kind of turn it on and off. And we have my kind of lotiony, potiony perfume area. A little dusty, which does fit in. Okay. It's for special occasions. We have that one, my truth serum. But yeah, this is my face lotion. Face lotion? Oil. That's the word. The branchy trees. We have branchy trees on either side. I love me a branchy tree. And I think I have like 6 of these now from Michael's. And I took the string lights and kind of wrapped it around. It was a little bit of a pain, I will say, but it turned out quite nicely. So it's wrapped around there. And then we have this frame that was also from Michael's. And I kept the image that was in it. Actually, one of you commented and said, please keep that. I kept it because it's a bride. She is dressed very much like a bride or the bride in Haunted Mansion would be dressed, has a candelabra, you know, we got the bats, all the things. And this sucker right here was one of the last things we got. And I'll be honest, this design is not like a go-to design for me, but I can't see anything else here. We went for this. If you could tell, it's more of like a barnyard vibe. But because I love Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, especially, and when you leave and go to, oh God, what is the shop? It's Madame Leota's shop. It's a very barnyard vibe. So this is us pulling in Disneyland's version of Haunted Mansion and why we went for that vibe. And I'm so excited to have storage space. There was nothing above, and it would have killed me if I did this video and we didn't have anything over here. It is the kind that just sits above your toilet. So we're kind of hiding it a little bit with creepy cloth. And then of course, a bunch of like garlands. And then up top, we have another one of those candles in our little like crow, not really a lantern, but cage. And then we have this section here. I did allow one pumpkin. The reason I allowed this pumpkin is because over here, you might not be able to tell because of the reflection. Can we get it? Can we not put our hair in the candle? Could you imagine if I caught that on camera? Like disintegrated her hair on camera. Anyway, over here, it is the Headless Horseman. Sorry, this is the best angle I can give you. We have the Headless Horseman. He's, of course, holding his head that is a jack-o'-lantern right there on his horse. This one's a little bit more, it was from the same place, but different color palette and much more fitting. And it just felt like, also, this is my husband's idea, to bring, appropriate, to bring up a jack-o'-lantern. It's the only orange we're really pulling in outside of like the color of actual flame. It's his head over there. It's a little small, but a bigger one would have been too big. And this frame actually was a different frame. I spray painted it. It was a little too red to me. I like the black vibes, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have our Headless Horseman. I do kind of like that I can see the whole vibe going on here. There's a reason I do not burn regular candles very often. I'm getting nervous, okay? And down below, it actually has an exposed shelf, which I really like. So I have all of my like Halloween-y jewelry and hair stuff, mostly hair stuff in here. A little skull. This is a candle, so I can just pull it out whenever I want. And then just another little container right there. That was already over here. I just now have a place for it. And then the last thing, oh wait, hold on, let me pan down. I have the Haunted Mansion purple damask towels that we got from Disney, and my husband ordered me a second one right there, pulling in the purples and the purple lights and all the things. So there's that. If you could see, we also have my bat right up here. I've had this bat in previous years, and I just kind of like threw them up there. So yeah, there's that. And the last thing we did in this room is a little bit more for like privacy, but also to pull in the room, and the vibe is on the shower. So this shower, we're kind of, we're stuck with it until we have to do like a full-on reno, and we might at some point do a full-on reno. But it is one of the glass door kind of showers. But what we did, we got one of those kind of cling things, where you add water and you attach it to the glass. It's a process. Matt did this side, I did this side, but basically you're just spritzing that sucker. It's a much wider sheet. I will link this one down below too, because I really like the pattern and it feels like it fits in. It's kind of like this clear, like a viney, floral-ish pattern, if you will. We've got like leaves and sort of little berries, but it's also adding a nice blur so you don't see much in the shower. And I like that very, very much. But anyway, oh my God, that is the Haunted Mansion inspired. I mean, I don't even think inspired to me. It is Haunted Mansion, bedroom and bathroom. I guess really quick, one thing I will say, let's come back into the room that I love so much. much. I love it all. Is there's so much more that I want to do in this space, from these walls to maybe changing the paint color to more prints and frames and things that will be just all over the place, to changing out the curtain, to getting a cool curtain rod. But we pulled off so much more than I ever anticipated pulling off. And I'm obsessed, and I'm eternally grateful to all of you who have helped make this possible, quite literally. I love it. I hope you love it. You'll be seeing me in this bedroom a whole lot more, but yeah, that is a wrap on this video. We will roll what it looks like at night at the very end, but let me know your thoughts and feels on this Haunted Mansion, basically reno, in the comments down below. But until next time, my magical friends, remember to love what you love with everything you have. Full size night and all. Keep making magic, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. I feel the urge to address a comment. Do you think that's a problem? What is that? Get off there. I almost put my hand right in the flame.